Morning, everybody. I believe you guys can hear me. Been up since 3:30. Damn, I should have already did this. I might have done already. Anyway, hope y'all are sleeping. This slide is going to be a little bit different. We're going to go over the how to use machine gun signals. Today is the 8th. Hasn't even been released yet, by the way. Dates and how to use. It's good enough for me. Good morning, everybody. For once, no treadmill this morning. Let's stick with this, get it done, and head on out. I want to try to get back to sleep if I can. How to use this? Sure, let's go with that. I gotta get TikTok on. Let's see. Good morning. If anybody's on YouTube, be right with y'all. All right. I think that's YouTube. Yeah, looks good. Schedule, got it. Use it. Got it. All right. Nope, I don't see TikTok yet. Damn. Morning, Mike Mahoyan. Hey, you guys are on YouTube. Good morning, Bradley. What's up, everybody? Oh, good. We are live on TikTok. Okay, cool. What's up, Michael Mahoyan? Thanks for being on both. What's up, JSMD1? What's up, Jan? Fly to the sky. Good morning, Mike. All right. What we're going to do this morning, we got kind of great news. What's up, Mohammed? I'll wait for everyone to pop in here a little bit. The signals are the signals on the machine gun. We have done a week early. That's the good news. And then the more here we got to go over this. They're done, but I don't have the rules or anything done. So there's still a release date is, and there's not many rules. They're going to be the same as the other rules. Okay. All right. What we got going on is great news for those of you who are in the signal service. We did a free upgrade. Bree and I, of course, through Keith's great coding, outstanding coding. We are giving you guys this update. And what this is these machine gun signals are going to tell you before, and I said it should be called Netflix signals, actually, the way they look. But what you're going to see is before the big groupings happen. For instance, I'll show you what they look like. Doesn't that look like Netflix's little logo when it comes out at you? Anywho, before they occur, yes, buys and sells, you're going to get an alert, a signal saying, hey, look out for these to come. And they started to fire off. So what's up, Soccer? Good morning, Soccer. So it's very excited to see it's already up and running. These aren't, well, they are official, but we haven't. May the 14th is official date. Keith just got them done early for us. So they're already functioning. So let's go over the different rooms right here. This is the FX major room. This is the FX crosses room. This is the indice room. This is the energy room. This is the metal room. This is the crypto room. and this is the stock room. So what do we have? Currently, we have a signal service. I have no idea. I've lost track of how many wins it is. It's like 65-0 the last time I checked. And then we upgraded it. And we upgraded it to what's called Hydra. Hydra is now making calls. And I want to make no mistake about it. Let's be clear. When Hydra or any of these signals are called, they are extremely accurate and good signals. If you follow the rules, they've had 100% win rate. So when you're looking at your trades, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, they are accurate as can be. I decided to go ahead and improve the accuracy on these different signals. So we had tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 for NASDAQ, SPX, US 30. We had gold. We had oil firing off. Holy Grail trade next. But what I decided to do was make these machine gun signals to give you an early warning alert. Exactly what it says right here. Okay. Good morning, Rocket. So how does this affect you guys? Basically, I've taken the trading for you guys, told you what's going to happen before. That's this little signal right here on gold. And then you wait for the first three different, 1, 2, or 3. If you miss the first one, it won't matter. If you miss the second one, it won't matter. If you miss the third one, technically it won't matter. But these little signals right here, all these lines that are bunched up, these are signals. So what I did was took away any of your guys' incorrect way of looking at charts and made it so that when the daily does its thing and then the hourly starts making its signals, it'll be as near as to 100% correct trade as you can possibly have. So you can literally trade signal from signal. You can wait for the daily and take the daily if you'd like, by all means. You absolutely can take the daily trade when it's called. Or you can wait, and you'd wait for the signals to actually start firing on the hourly right here. And it goes pop, pop, pop. So if you look at the daily, for instance, let's go back here. That's what the daily would look like. There's going to be a daily signal called. It won't be showing on your charts yet because unless you're tier 3 and it's after June, because that's when it's going to be released to you all for your charts on tier 3 signals. But right now you'll get a call, you'll get a signal. So let's look at one of them. All right. We're going to go over to our machine gun ones right here. This is a signal from yesterday. They're always going to be released, roughly speaking, at 5 p.m., 5:01 p.m. Always, because that's the way the signal is going to be doing it on a daily basis for these signals. So that means 4x time would be 0.00.01, whatever, in a second, 7 seconds. So what it did was called a machine gun signal for Oyanda USD chef, possible trade buy. This is a secondary, means it's not its first time. This is just an early warning alert. Go to your 1 hour chart and look for the Hydra 2.0 signals. So we're going to do exactly what this thing says. This is USD chef. We're going to go over to here. And the signal would have been called out on the daily like it was. It would have been called out. And then this was yesterday. So this is the day it was called. Oop. And we have our signal. Now from here, you don't see it, but it's actually there. From here, you then go to your 1 hour charts. Open them up. And then you wait for a 2.0, and I'll show you what it looks like, or what it will look like when it happens. These back here are 2.0s. So you're going to do is either make sure you have all of these off and all of these on for your 2.0 signals. If you do that, right here, click that little on off button. Hit the OK button. If you do that, then all you're going to do now is wait for the first. You can either take the trade. Let's be clear. So this is daily. Come over to here. Yep, it's not the first time it happened. Daily first was here. Second, third, fourth. We're on our 5th/6th iteration of this of the signals. So it's the 6th time, but it's going to go up and touch this blue line. So it's cool. So right here, this is for your daily. So now we go back to the 1 hour pop, and we wait for these kind of lines to pop up now after this. And I'm surprised it didn't call this one. That's interesting. We'll have to go back. Let me see something on the daily again. Oh, it hasn't started in its rise yet. That's why. So, but it's going to be, you'll see these type of signals right here over here. When they happen, you can take the first, second, or third one, market order, or you can just follow the normal rules that you would for a buy stop. Either or. They will go up, just like you saw these go up right here. The first 3 pop all the way up. You'll take the first 3 over here. So in other words, you no longer have to worry about a signal. You're going to get multiple signals to be able to enter it on. Oh, okay. So this isn't just happening on the indices, Forex majors. It's happening on all of them. Basically, you're looking at all of these are being tracked, being scanned at all times. So when one of them goes off, like it did yesterday in the Discord for USD Chef, you go ahead and go to your 1 hour chart and you wait. Sometimes this could be an hour or two. Sometimes this could be a week, usually within 10 days because of the way the movement is on the daily. You just wait for your buy stops to come in. Once a buy stop signal comes in on the 2.0 Hydra, you take the trade. So I'm giving you an alert that there's going to be a positive, a correct, you take your demo trade, correct trade. Okay. So I know I repeated that 3 times, but I hope you all caught that. This is more of a training video. If anyone's here, I apologize if you're getting bored, but this isn't for the average. I'm not going to be going over all my usual stuff that I do, but the disclaimers still have to be there. Remember, damn it, this is a safety trade, a registered trademark with the United States government, only one in the world, by the way, as you guys know. And then we do have a disclaimer that says I am not anything to do with a thing, blah, 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 blah. It always says it up here anyways. Not a financial advisor. I'm only a social media influencer. And then that's that. So back to the fun. Only demo trade this, but that's how the system's going to work. You immediately see the alert. One of the rooms fires off. Oh, I want to go over the other rooms too. Let's go over those. So this is a possible sell on Netflix that was announced, and this is beautiful. This is why I want you guys to see how powerful the system is. So it called a possible Netflix, right? So we'll pop on it. I don't even know which one this is. And it called a sell. What it doesn't understand yet, it will, is that it's inside of a weekly buy. So you can't do the market order on the daily on this one. Because, can I mark that? Let me see if I can mark that. Okay. Let's see if it is. Okay. So Netflix right here, this is beautiful, this happened, it announced a possible sell. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to happen, and or it did it. It's going to go up because it's inside of a weekly buy. So the daily is a daily, weekly buy. The code we have is just learning everything. It's learning the daily, hourly right now. It's going to learn the daily, weekly next. So it will call it a little more correctly as far as your initial trade then. But watch what happens. This Netflix is called a possible sell. If you go to the 1 hour, you will never see a sell. It won't show a sell on the 1 hour version 2.0s. It can't. So you won't have a wrong order. You won't be taking a wrong order. You just won't, because the signal won't call it. So even though the daily that was called over here said, hey, look for sells, when you go to the 1 hour, there won't be any sells. There can't be any sells. So that's the beautiful thing about it. What's up, Rate of Trader? Good morning. Good morning, Pizzini. Okay. So this is a very boring video. This is a training video. I just happen to go live just to show you. Usually I do these on my own without anybody seeing. But I wanted to just, if you wanted to pay attention and see. So we're looking at the calls that were made. 2 were 100% correct, but they won't engage. 1 was 100% correct, and it absolutely will engage. The Netflix one we're going over right now is not going to engage. The UDCHEF will, and the AU 2000 will not. So I'm just showing you those. So you didn't miss much, or it's kind of boring. All right. So again, this is what's happening on the daily call. It was the correct call, but it's inside of a weekly. This is a weekly buy. That's why you see it going up. So don't get confused. Only time you can take the direct order from the Discord is when it calls it directly and you verify on your symbol that was called, in this case, Netflix, that this was an actual sell. Of course, it is not. If you go over to USD-Chef, it called a buy on the daily, and it is. So you can clearly see this is a buy. Blue line high, pink line low. So that's why. And it won't matter anyways, as I was explaining. If Netflix is called a sell and it's going straight up, you'll never see the 1 hour sells come up to enter in off of. Whereas the difference is when you see UDCHEF daily buys was called, you'll see 1 hour buy stops happening very, very soon. Sometimes that can happen in a few hours. Most of the times that will happen in a few days, and definitely within that 10 to 12 day mark, you'll see the buy starting to come in. So this is an absolute. So the great news is Keith, the great Keith Palmer, our master coder guy, the amazing coder we have, the only coder we have now. No one else does anything for us except for Keith. He's coded everything properly. The Zapier works perfectly. These are basically done a week early, and they're a free upgrade from Bree and I, coded by Keith. And look at it. They were making signal calls out. There's this testing one. There's a testing one. There's another test. And then here's one. This is AU 2000. And I didn't even know Australian 2000 was a fucking thing, but that's what it is. It's AU 2. Is it 200? I don't want to say the wrong thing, so 2000. 200. There you go. So let's go over to here. We'll tag that one as green. We'll pull that up. And again, this was called a sell. And you say, oh, that's wrong. Nope, this is perfection. This is exactly what it's see. It just can't read itself that it's inside of a daily weekly. This is called a sell, but you'll never have any sells called. So there won't be any wrong calls. Whereas if you went to UDCHEF over here, this was called a buy, and it's inside of a buy. So you could take market order on that daily buy, just go into it, enter it. You'd already be in money, actually, if you did. Take that trade, get in it. Or you go to your 1 hour and you wait for the 1 hour 2.0 trades that look like this. And this is about the 4th time I've done this, I know, but I have to repeat this on training. So if you turn this on, turn on all of these, and eventually you'll start seeing these kind of trades pop up. Once you see that trade pop up, you take it at market order, or you can follow the rules if you want, but you don't have to. The first 3 trades you'll be able to take at market order, and they'll go up, pop, pop, pop. So it's the coolest fucking thing you're ever going to see. So in other words, no more decision making. Should I take this trade? Shouldn't I take this trade? When the daily calls it and the hourly matches up with an actual trade after that daily call out of the Discord, you can take your demo trades all you want. Okay. So does that make sense? I went over it multiple times. Sevens if that makes sense, nines if it doesn't. Sorry if it's boring you to sleep. Keith. All right. 7, 7. Oh, good. So people did catch it. Yay. I know there's not many of you here, rightfully so. You all should be sleeping. But cool. So that's all. So that's how it works. I know we're already sending out signals and I'm not even prepared. I mean, literally send out 3 signals and we're not releasing this until the 14th officially. So the rules aren't even written up. You know, they're simple. You either take the call if it's exactly what it is, or wait for the daily and then wait for the hourly to actually happen, and then wait for the buy stops to start popping up. This is a visual representation of that call out, and then you just wait, and then you'll see these little signals call out. So basically, I've made the signals, I don't want to say idiot proof, but as close to simplified trading as anything can, other than if you automated it. So this is I mean, this is it. I don't know what else I can do to help you guys. This is it. Now I'm going to do the thing for you. Holy Grail trade, but it's the same thing. You'll have the same rules to apply. By the way, if Udashef is a buy, then you're going to see a sell happen on ERUSD, just so we're clear. So if we see these firing off, see this grouping right here, that grouping right here, let's push it. If we go over to, oh, okay, it doesn't hold this out. Anyway, that same grouping here and here are the opposites. That's why ERUSDs are just opposite like that. That's all. Okay, so I don't really want to mess up the rest of this video with anything other than the training. Exactly one last time, I'm going to go over this for everybody. I know it's going to bore you. Guys can leave. I don't blame anyone for not staying on this live. This is strictly for training. So anyway, the Hydra machine gun signals. The Hydra machine gun signal will be a signal that will alert you before multiple Hydra signals are about to be called on the 1-hour chart for the following symbols. This will have the option of being market order trading. I understand. One of the guys wrote me and said, do you know what market order means? That goes against everything you've always said. I go, I understand that. That's how good these signals will be. And these are the ones that will be working on. And each one of these corresponding, like the stock, there's a stock room. The cryptos, there's a crypto room. The metals, there's a metal room. A Discord energy room, a Discord indice room, FX cross room. There's an FX major room. So with that in mind, this is what the rooms look like. And they are active now. You have a machine gun major, machine gun cross. You have a machine gun indice. You have a machine gun energies. Like I said, every one of these has a corresponding signal in a room. So the majors right here, one of the majors is called Udashef. So this is what it'll come up with. Demo trade only. Here's the timeout. You guys should all be getting these signals. Remember this. Roughly speaking, the start of the new day, which is 5 p.m. according to TradingView, trading day. So I thought it was 6, by the way, but whatever. 5, it'll be 0001, for instance, when these calls come out. There'll be one after, if there is a call to be made, this is the time it will be done for the machine gun. Boom, boom. And then you'll see Udashef, in this case, it's a buy order, secondary signal. What does that mean? If it's the first time something happens, if it is the first time something happens, you'll see first. Okay. If it's not the first time something happens, you'll see second. So let me zoom out of here. You can clearly see the buy stop first time was here. second, third, fourth. So this is the fifth time. So this is a secondary signal. This isn't the first signal. It'll say first on it. So this isn't, first time's always the best. This is this time right here, but still. So that's the difference for that. And then it will say a buy, and then do not enter. This is just an early warning alert. Go to your 1 hour charts, look for the Hydra 2.0 signals. Do not take the trade if you cannot verify it. So this is a buy on a daily. You can verify this is a buy. This is, you can do a market order because this is a buy. You come over to the 1 hour and you come over to here, and then you wait for the signals. These type signals that you see over here, right there. These type signals will start popping up over here. You can take the first 3 signals, those will be correct, and it will go up. Matter of fact, it's going to go up and touch this daily blue line. How do you set your, if you have it on tier 3, you turn this on and off, and you make sure this is the only thing on. None of these are on. No first signals, no all signals, just the 2.0, Hydra 2.0, these ones right here. You hit OK, pop, and you wait. You wait for these type of signals to occur over here. If it's a sell, so it can't be a sell. So if the green ones pop up, take the first 3 and take the order. And that's how you would play Udashef. Now, we had a couple other signals yesterday, which was shocking to me, but it's working. That's why we're doing it. There is no signal here. See, the testing is complete word right here, so there wasn't a signal generated. There was here. So this is our indice room. So let me explain. There's 3 of these. I'm going to go over each one again. 5 o'clock, the 101, man, safety trade is signal service, machine gun signal service is a sell. Secondary signal again, and it's on AU 2000. So let's go over here. Let's go to AU 200. I keep saying 2000. We'll go to the daily. And the signal that came out was a sell, but you can clearly see this is a buy. So you cannot, this is so exceptional what you're seeing in front of your eyes right here. Perfect call, but it's a buy. So you can't take this daily one. You can take the Udashef one. Also perfect call, really was a buy. Green, 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 red, blue high, pink low. If you go over to this AU one, it was the opposite. So now you can't do it because this was a sell and it's a buy. So you can't take the market order. You can go over to the 1 hour if you like. What's up, H1DAYET? It's $575 for the year. Then you have to pay for the signal service $350 a month. So you can't take it because this is a buy. So you won't see any bad signals come out for here. There will be no sell signals coming out on AU. You see the difference? So it's built in that it cannot and will not call the wrong signal. So again, compare that to your Udashef, which it called a buy right here. It is a buy. You can take market order. Then you come over to the 1 hour and you wait. So basically, all you're doing is verifying, is the signal being called correctly? And if it is, take the trade. So by signals, it would start showing these signals again for the 50 millionth time. You set it up by doing this right here. Come over to here, make sure this is checked on. These are all checked on. You don't need the daily or the 4 hour, but you can leave them if you want. And you hit it, you hit OK, make sure these are checked off. You don't have to uncheck them, just make sure these boxes are checked off, hit OK. And you sit here and wait on Udashef. If it calls a buy, take the trade, demo trade. If it doesn't call it, then don't take it. As opposed to AU, which called a sell, and it was in the middle of a buy. So you can't take this trade. And then if you go over the 1 hour to wait for it, it's never going to call a sell. So you won't have any of these green lines at all, or the red lines at all. There will be no sells for you to be called. Same thing for Netflix. It called it perfectly. See, the code isn't smart enough. It hasn't learned what to look for the weekly dailies yet. It will. It absolutely will. The 3.0 will be able to read the weeklies and so on. Matter of fact, we're already working on the 1 hour trades. So you guys can do trades against the 1 hour, and you're going to have 1 minute, 3 minute entries off the 1 hour. So it'll learn all the way from daily, from weekly, daily, and it'll learn ultimately from monthly, weekly, daily 1 hour, which is what we're going over right now, and then it's learning the 1 hour, 1 minute, 3 minutes. So it's going to be on all time frames, but we had to pick one at first for you guys to get, and it's the daily 1 hour. So all these will be free upgrades. So once it's completely learned, it'll see this. Right now, it can't see that it's inside of a daily, weekly, even though it's obvious to the human eye. Number one, blue, okay, blah, blah, and then up it went, and you're in the money. So it can't see that yet. But even if you went over to the 1 hour, you'll notice there's no wrong calls. There's no sells on Netflix. There's no sells on A1. It can't. It just cannot do it. It's programmed to find the correct call only on the 1 hours. That's all it can see. So that's the difference between the three signals. Again, here's one right here. Testing is complete. No signal in that room, which happens to be the energy room. Testing complete. No signal in the metals room. Testing complete. No signals in the crypto room yet. And here's one on your sell Netflix. And I almost made the mistake and thought this was NAS. It's actually NFLX. I should keystroke separate that one more. It's the first signal, and this is sell. But there's the reason for your Netflix right here. It isn't a sell. You go to the daily, it's strictly a buy. And that's why you see no signals on that. Isn't that the coolest? I think it's fucking cool as shit. All right, so hopefully that's about the 15th millionth time I've done it. Okay, at least the 6th or 7th or 8th time. That's all the rules there are. Again, wait for the master signal to come out of Discord. Go over to the 1 hour chart on this, say for instance on Netflix, go to the 1 hour. Where you can look at the daily first, see if it is a sell, it wasn't. Go to the 1 hour, wait for the sell, it won't come up. You can also do the exact same thing for you to chef. The daily was a buy. It is a buy. You'd already be in the money. If you took that trade, you come over to the 1 hour, you just sit here and wait for these to come up. It could take literally 2 or 3 hours. It could literally take 5 to 6 to 7, 8, 10 days, maybe more, 10, 12 days. You have to be patient. Once it makes its first three signals, you can take market order signals on those or just follow the rules as normal. I know I repeated that. What's up, Mr. C? I just repeated everything for you. And sorry, H1 DAY yet. H1 D yet. Yeah, okay, keep me. We're not, this isn't a normal live from where I call it everything. We have fun. This is the training video so that when I put this into the rules next week, when this is actually released, officially released on the 14th, the people will know what the hell they're looking at, what to do. So this is all this is. Does anybody have any questions I can answer on the machine gun alerts? Please ask. Anyone on TikTok or YouTube, please ask. Raider Trader, Mr. C, you guys got anything? Rocket, Michael, Mahoyhan, Zocker, Penzini. Does anybody have any questions regarding this? I don't really want to get into other things today, Wednesday, 3:30. I'll wait for you guys in case you do. Let's see, I'll make it 3 o'clock. Just so I don't forget her. Boom. All right, so no questions regarding these new machine gun alerts. I think it's the funniest thing on earth. I think it's fucking funny. No, I'm giving you, okay, Miss C, no, good, all thanks, awesome. I'm giving you an alert to alert you to other alerts. I'm giving you a signal telling you to watch out for the signals. What's up, Raider Trader? Yes, I'll show you how it works again, absolutely. So yesterday, what you're looking at is an upcoming project that was completed in record time, actually. I thought this would take a couple months. This is done in less than a week, thanks to Keith. So y'all should be thanking Bree and Keith a lot. So what this is, the Hydra machine gun signal. The Hydra machine gun signal will be a signal that will alert you before multiple Hydra signals are about to be called on the 1 hour chart for the following symbols. This will give you the option to do market order trading for the first time in the history on all calls. You can do market order trading. That's unusual. The only thing we had close to was US oil. We have rooms. We have an FX major room. Okay. Good morning, Jay Parker. Going over things right now, Jay. You'll have a room for the crosses. You'll have a room for the indices. You're going to have a machine gun room for energy, metals, cryptos, and stocks. These are the rooms. They're already functional. So when you see the FX major, you'll see right here that Keith was testing it yesterday. And then it called out a call. Testing is complete. Then it called out this trade. It's always going to call out the trade, roughly speaking, at about a minute or two after 5 o'clock, because that's when the new trading day starts, which I could have swore was 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but I guess it's 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Then it will say demo trade only, the symbol, the order, buy, secondary. If it's the first one is the best, but secondaries are fine. It says the symbol is Udashef. The order is a buy. It's a secondary. And it tells you to go over. This is just an early warning alert. You need to go to your 1 hour charts and look for 2.0 signals. So let's go to Udashef. We go to daily. We verify. Daily. Is there a buy when this signal was called? Yes, there was. Blue line high, pink line low. You can clearly see buy, stop, fill in the gap right here. You can clearly see that it's going to the blue line. This is a buy. You can do a market order. You can say, hey, this thing said this shit. I'm not going to wait for anything else. I verified all of it's correct. Buy. And you open up a Udashef 0.01 buy. Just do it. And Papo, you'd already be in the money, by the way, if you did that yesterday. So yeah, you'd be in the money. Boom, done. Say you don't want to take the daily trade. Then you go over to your 1 hour charts. And what do? You wait. What do you wait for? You wait for these 2.0 signals to pop up here on the 1 hours. How do you set up? If you already have it, it's already in room 1 or 2. It'll be called automatically for you. If you're paying for tier 3, $350 a month for unlimited signals, you get this actual indicator. You turn these things off, make sure none of the 1.0s are on, and you make sure all of the 2.0s, 2.0 on, 2.0 on. You hit OK, pop. You wait for the signals to generate. What are the signals? In this case, it's a buy. They'll be green. They'll come over here. Maybe a 5 minute, a 10 minute, a 15 minute. You can take the first 3 signals. Don't worry, I'll have rules for this, but this is what this whole video is for. It's just for training video. Okay. Okay, now you got it, Raider Trader. Awesome. Thank you for asking again, Ore. That made me go over it again one more time. And that's it. And you can do market order. You can wait for the 1 hours if it calls a M15. So that means it's a 1 hour 15. You can wait for the 15-minute rules, the half moon, come over, blah, blah. Or you could just do a market order. As long as it's the first time, the first 3 times, you can take market orders. Now let's go back to the Discord. We're going to whip through the rest of these. There was an order. Now here this says testing complete. There wasn't a machine gun called on the things. Here's an indice 1. There was one called on the indice grouping. You can see the testing was complete and then a live order after that. And again, 101, 107. It's going to be right there at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all these trades that hop up. It called out a possible trade. Oanda, the broker used AU 200 AUD sell secondary signal. So now we go over to our charts. We go over to daily. We go over to AU 200. And we clearly see this is not a sell. This is a buy, but it's a perfect call. Perfect call. Because we'll be updating this to trade weekly dailies, and then you'll see this as a correct call. But right now, even though this is a buy, so you can't do a sell. You can't do the market order. It says a sell. You go over to your TradingView. It literally says it's a buy. You can't do it. So then what do? You go to the 1 hour and you sit here and wait forever because it's never going to call out the wrong thing. It'll never do any of these red lines over here. It will not do that. It can't do that. So there'll be no orders for this. So this is a perfect example of a trade you need to verify on the daily and see if it's true. If it's not true, there's no trade's going to ever be called, not like for hours and days. It can't. Why? Because the daily is in a buy. And that's why I can't call it. See right here, it's going to start to hook up. So this is a daily buy. There's nothing you can do on this trade. And so in other words, it will never call out the wrong signal on the hourly because it's programmed to cannot call out the wrong signal. Put it this way, even when over a 2-year period of time, we tested all the symbols you see up here every symbol you see here, we tested over a 2-year period of time. Only on a sell signal was it wrong basically once every 2 years. And it wasn't wrong, it just didn't move down enough to make money for you, that's all. Sorry, one question observation. Can the MG calls be daily, weekly, directional guide? What's the shorter time frames of forming? Yeah, what's going to happen, Mr. C, is you're going to see, not only is it going to be the daily, weekly directional, it's going to call out the daily, weekly. So eventually you're going to have machine gun call outs for monthly, weekly, daily 1 hour, which is what it's doing now. And we're currently coding, by the time next week rolls around, we're going to have 1 hour, 3 minutes and 1 hour, 1 minute calling. So we're going to be able to have from eventually monthly, weekly calls, weekly dailies, which is what this one is currently on AU 200 and Netflix. That's what this currently is. So it's a weekly daily. But now what you're learning, what you're going to have access to at first is daily 1 hour. That's the first one's going to call. So yeah, you can start doing the other ones, but it's going to be automated for you guys. So eventually you're going to have everything from monthly down to the 1 minute, all automated. But I don't want to confuse everybody with that, but that's what's going to happen eventually. All right, so did that explanation make sense to you, Raider Trader? Again, did that make sense to you, Jay Parker? Did that make sense to you, Mr. C? I know Michael Mohan already said yes. Soccer said yes. So hopefully you guys are catching on. This is the current Discord. My crazy power. Yeah, and this is it. Jay Parker says yes. So yes. So I know some of you were like, were these active signals yesterday? And yes, they were. Were these things real signals? Yes, they were. It's crazy that's already up and running. That's going to be awesome. Yes, it is. And just like it can't be making the wrong call. So in this daily one, oh, this is a wrong call. It called a sell and it's really a buy. No, it called the sell properly. It's 100% accurate on what it's reading. This is a sell. Blue line low, pink line high. This is a sell. The problem comes in, it hasn't been coded or hasn't been taught that this is a weekly buy. So the weekly buy will overrule the daily. So the next time it makes a call like this, it will say weekly, daily buy. Look for the buy stops on your, you see how it's going to pull it on the 1 hours. So it'll guide you. Trust me. This shit that you now are seeing this is PhD level coding. This is PhD. This stuff is just so utterly, I don't know how to. When me and Keith are going over this, I'm calling Chris. When me and Keith are going over this, I get so excited. I get so happy. It's like I'm a kid in a candy shop. I'm like, holy fucking shit, this is really happening. We really have the power to help these people see every time frame correctly now. Every one of my members can see it correct. This is just going to be, I don't know what to tell you other than I am so happy for you all. This is going to be that kind of coding. What you think, how long the AI have to learn? Well, it's just coding for Keith. So he's currently coding. Well, we're done with the daily 1 hours. He's currently done, supposedly, we haven't checked it yet, with the 1 hour, 1 minute, 3 minutes. And then we just have to, I mean, maybe you can have them all done by the time next week rolls around. Maybe. But I wouldn't push him on that. Poor Keith's got a lot of shit going on. So, yeah. I'm hoping by the end of June we should have everything on that part done. And then we'll just start calling them. You just don't know. It's going to have a monthly room. machine gun room. It's going to have a weekly machine gun room, a daily machine gun room. It's going to be psychotic. You're welcome, Jan. All right. So I hope I didn't bore all of you sound asleep. Again, this isn't one of these exciting ones where I'm walking on a treadmill, we're making call-outs and all the different symbols. This is just a training video for the daily 1 hour entries off of your machine gun calls. That's all we went over multiple times. So hopefully that helps. Let's see where we're at. We're at, how long was that? I don't even know how long I've been going for. I've been going for a good bit of time. All right. Does anybody else have any questions on the machine gun signals? They're an early warning alert system to give you a heads up before the multiple Hydra signals are going to be called. Fuck no, very exciting. All right. So TikTokers, if you have any questions, ask. YouTubers, if you have any questions, ask. This is your one time now. You guys are going to be able to. Oh, Rapid Empowerment just came on. Good morning, Rapid. This is your one time you're going to be able to see or take place demo market orders with my system. We've had it on the cells on oil before, but this is way more. This is everything. These are going to be called out, the pre-market orders. Sorry, Rapid. I don't think I'm going to go over it one more time, though. I just went over this for like an hour straight. All we're doing is going over one thing today, and that is the Hydra machine gun signals, which are now firing in the Discord. And I went over all three of them that went out, and they were all three perfect. I'm so excited we didn't have any technical glitches and stuff. It was just amazing. And that's it. So it's a machine gun signal. It'll eventually be firing off for the monthly, weekly, daily. You currently have the daily 1 hour, and you also probably will have it launched the 1 hour, 1 minute, and 3 minutes. You'll have all those done, and hopefully very soon. All right, TikTokers, I'm going to go ahead and go off of TikTok. See you guys. God bless you all. I might be on later today, but not likely. See y'all later. YouTube, any questions? And Rapid Empowerment, I can't take any from you. Poor Rapid. But if you just watch the video, I explain it probably at least 8-10 times. 47 minutes. Holy shit, I've been on here a while. All right. Thank you, Jan. Fly the Sky Flowski. Thank you, Jan. God bless you too. All right, guys. Well, a boring live, but a very, very, very powerful live. I'm with you. Oh, sorry about that, Rapid. This is really cool. Yeah, it's going to be super cool. All right. So again, just watch this. Things going to be just amazing. I know the system has come so far, Raider Trader and MC, Mr. C. Not boring at all. Well, when I have to repeat myself, because in order for someone to learn, they have to understand every little thing. I think it's boring, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay. All right, guys. God bless you all. Have a great, great rest of your day. Not sure I'll be on at all later, but we'll see. God bless. Have a good one today.